So, through my research, I found some interesting information that has made me form this theory that Shell could be one of the global companies Gevo is negotiating with. Now, I've done some more digging since my last video, and I found some new intriguing information which adds even more substance to my theory. This is just pure speculation, but nonetheless, it's based on the facts I found and put together. My theory was originally formed through some findings I made on LinkedIn, a business-oriented social network which people use in their profession to connect with industry colleagues. A new piece that I found that fits the puzzle is this guy, Omar Ramos, who liked this post made by Tim Cesarek. Omar is a business development lead at Shell, and according to his own job description, he's responsible for delivering external business development opportunities and securing advantage supply agreements. Almost seems too good to be true. Let's just double check if that job description seems about right. Continuous pursuit of business growth opportunities and identify areas of improvement and development. Sounds reasonable, right? Now let's go back and scroll through Omar Ramos' profile. This guy doesn't seem to press the like button very often, but you can find a common theme in many of the posts he does like. Here's a post he liked about Red Rock, where they announced their biofuel plant is on target to be completed this year. And Red Rock, as you may remember, is one of several SAF producers Shell is collaborating with. Here, another post made by an associate, where Shell communicates their signed SAF supply agreement with Red Rock. But Omar also liked this post, with the exact same press release. I don't know about you, but I get the impression that Omar played a part in setting this deal up. Anna Mascolo. Remember her?
The role of Shell here is to play along the value chain to make sure that we work with producers, with manufacturers, with logistic providers, and with the technology that is required in all of this to provide SAF to our customers.
Let's move on. Omar also liked this post about Shell's SAF-related partnership with Rolls-Royce, and this collaboration also includes SAF producers Sky Energy and World Energy. And speaking of World Energy, Omar pressed the like button on this interview with their CCO, Brian Shabako. Shell is working together with World Energy to develop scalable supply of SAF in the US. These Shell collaborating companies that Omar likes has two important things in common. They're producing SAF and they're all based in the United States. The only missing link here is that Gevo is the only company of these with no official relation to Shell. Shell's US headquarters are in Houston, Texas, and this is where Omar Ramos is deployed. And remember Dana Sweet, who liked Tim Cesarek's post regarding Gevo's MOU with ADM? She just recently got a new job, but she worked 7 years at Shell's HQ in Houston as Portfolio Development Manager. It just so happens that Tim Cesarek is also from Greater Houston, but I think it's more of a coincidence. We should focus more on Tim's role at Gevo than where the guy lives. Now let's go back to where we started and have a look at Omar Ramos' professional skills. Let's see. Strategy, endorsed by 5 people, 2 of whom are colleagues. Business strategy, financial modeling, contract negotiation. What a coincidence. And wait, what's this? Joint venture? Exactly what is that? A business arrangement in which 2 or more parties agree to pool their resources for the purpose of accomplishing a specific task. Okay, here's an example.
In a typical joint venture, 2 or more businesses agree to contribute capital and resources for a common project. For example, in the oil industry, developers, drilling companies, and service providers could agree to form a joint venture to drill an oil well. If the oil well is successful, those parties split the profit based on the value of their respective contributions to the joint venture. Most often, especially among sophisticated corporations, the joint venture is governed by a joint venture agreement. The agreement delineates specifics, how much each party will contribute, and how the proceeds, if any, will be divided.
This would result in a joint venture. It would be ADM, us, and probably some other partners, financial and strategic. A joint venture, probably some other partners, financial and strategic.
Okay, hold up. What joint venture? What is Pat referring to? Well, here's the context.
Our customer pipeline has expanded. We're well over 1 billion gallons of contract negotiations now. Collectively, I think they total like $20 billion worth of offtake. And so the pipeline is expanding. And so now we're really getting focused on how the heck do we grow much, much, much faster. The ADM discussion is part of that. And what's interesting about ADM is that they have one of the very few sequestration sites in the country where you could put CO2, carbon dioxide, the main greenhouse gas, down a hole and do a geological sequestration. It's in Decatur, Illinois. And that's where we focus first, is taking that plant. And then there's 2 others. And this would result in a joint venture. It would be ADM, us, and probably some other partners, financial and strategic. And it's pretty darn interesting because it's starting to play the big game and how do we transform things.
In order to play the big game, well, then Gevo will have to play with the big players. With well over 1 billion gallons of contract negotiations, there must be some big players standing in line already. And given Shell's intentions to lead the transition towards a sustainable future, I believe the pieces of the puzzle that makes up my theory will fall into place in the near future.
To reach net zero emissions, a target by 2050, Shell will need to reduce that to zero. Yes, zero.
Shell is working to bring more sustainable aviation fuel to more airports.
If it is not a company like Shell, who is going to do this? We have a duty to lead the industry in a collaborative way towards a sustainable path forward.
Rotterdam is the largest port in Europe.
Because the products we're making are in global demand. They're in demand in Europe.
Rotterdam is the gateway to Europe.
And this would result in a joint venture. It would be ADM, us, and probably some other partners, financial and strategic. And probably some other partners, financial and strategic.
We have a duty to lead the industry in a collaborative way.
Well over 1 billion gallons of contract negotiations now. Now we're really getting focused on how the heck we grow much faster.
Thanks for watching. If you like my videos, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I promise to return soon with more due diligence on Gevo. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is for entertainment purposes only. And until next time, bye-bye.